Hey, this is Enaa, in with you in the fight back. And today I want to conclude, that's right, finally conclude my series on the Paris Commune by looking at the latest book to come out on the Commune, Donny Gluckstein's The Paris Commune, A Revolution in Democracy, which was just released from Haymarket Books, although it had been released previously in the United Kingdom. Gluckstein is a member of the Socialist Workers' Party in England, and I believe actually he teaches in Scotland. And the Socialist Workers' Party is a Cliffite Trotskyist party. This means its third campus, neither Moscow nor Washington, but international socialism. And it's had a lot of actually, whatever else you may say about the Socialist Workers' Party, it's actually produced a very wide array of theorists and activists. Alexander Kalliknos, I believe, Tony Cliff, who's actually Gluckstein's father, the founder of the party, and Richard Seymour, whose book, The Liberal Defense of Murder, I have reviewed. Now, A Revolution in Democracy goes through the history of the Paris Commune, and it's divided into several chapters. The first chapter looks at the achievements of the Commune, with workers, with women, with elections, and popular empowerment. And it does a great job on this. The following chapter deals with the background to the Commune. The book isn't necessarily in chronological order. He begins with the achievements of the Commune. But we go back and we look at, in the second chapter, how the Commune, what were the political currents that formed it, the various modes of anarchism, Blankism, the First International and the Marxists, and the Second Empire of Napoleon III. And this is really done quite well. And we see the formation of the Commune in the following chapters, how the Commune is dealing with revolution, advancing democracy, defense, its weaknesses, the role of terror versus democracy, censorship, dealing with the counter-revolution. And the Commune has to balance, we want to have bold experiments of freedom, but we have people who are literally going to kill us. We see in a rather depressing chapter, but a necessary one, the massacre of the Commune in May of 1871, where the troops of Versailles, the counter-revolution, come in and massacre at a minimum 20,000 communes, and no doubt more. They very much treat Paris as a conquered territory, and they treat the subjects as no better than they would treat those in French colonies. And it's quite moving. In the final chapter, we have the interpretations of the Commune. And Gluckstein is really not looking at the right-wing interpretations. For instance, Alistair Horn wrote a book on it. He looks at the feminists who dealt with the Commune. He looks at those who just see the Commune as essentially wanting municipal power, the anarchists, and the Marxists. Now, there are some faults in this book, and I'll get to them momentarily. But I want to say right now, it's probably the best single history of the Commune that's come out in a long time. And it's a history. It has access to documents Marx nor Buchanan would have. And we really get a sweeping narrative. It's sympathetic, of course, and it's well written. It's a very easy to read book, and you can tell his heart is very much with the Commune. But there are a few problems I have with this book. Number one, and I'm not going to necessarily blame Gluckstein for this, but Haymarket Books, there's no bibliography. There are notes, but I would prefer, as a historian, a bibliography proper of primary, secondary sources, so you can look at them, so you can look this stuff up. It's kind of annoying as a historian to look through the footnotes and try and find stuff when you want to see a bibliography. Number two is when Gluckstein looks at the interpretations of the Commune, the anarchists, for instance, Buchanan, only really gets about 2 pages in the interpretation. Now, I think the anarchists deserve much more on the interpretation than a mere 2 pages in a 200-page book. Why not give them a lot more? And when he looks at the Marxists, he does an admirable job with Marx, Lenin, and Trotsky. But because Gluckstein is a Cliffite, a third campus, he doesn't really look at Mao. We don't see what other later Marxists have said about the Paris Commune. Maybe they've just reinforced what Marx and Lenin and Trotsky have said. But I would very much like to see those from outside the strict Marx, Engels, Lenin, Trotsky canon. I'd like to see Mao handled here. And another point I'd also like to point out is that we really don't see the commune in popular culture. For instance, how is it dealt with in France today? It's not discussed here. What is it seen in plays or movies? Because there have been plays and movies about the commune, or books in fiction. There have been. Why not talk about that? That would be kind of an interesting chapter. None of this really takes away from the book, but it could easily be added, with no harm to the narrative. And the book does contain maps and pictures that, help bring it alive, show that this was a living, breathing revolution. Despite my criticisms of the book, I urge you to pick it up, to check it out, and it's really one of the better histories of the commune that's out there. So, this is Enaa. Until next time.